Today I'm going to talk to you about the Satisfaction with Life scale. Now this scale is an amazing scale that has been used internationally in many studies, in many different settings. Very often people use it as an add-on, just to give that extra insight into the satisfaction that people have with their life. Now, the tragedy is this scale can give us so much more. And I think very few people actually realize the gift that this scale could give them. I challenge people to complete this scale on a monthly or bi-monthly basis to just see how satisfied they are and that they can craft their lives far better. So let's look at the first of those questions, of the 5 questions in the Satisfaction with Life scale. So the first question is, you guessed it, am I satisfied with my life? So it's actually said in a statement, I am satisfied with my life, and then we need to give it a score. So let's imagine your score is out of 7. If you don't have a full score of 7, it means that there are things in your life that you are not satisfied with. There are things that are bothering you because they should be different. Now the challenge is that most people don't have a clue what these things are. They don't understand what makes them dissatisfied in their lives, and because they don't understand what makes them dissatisfied, they don't have a clue how to become more satisfied. So this question actually challenges us. If we don't have full scores, to ask ourselves, what are we not satisfied with, and what are you doing about it? Because you are the only one that can really make sure that you are satisfied. I hope that you spend some time reflecting on this question and really draw up an action plan on what you will do to become more satisfied. And as you work towards greater satisfaction, you will find that you will have a life that changes for the better as you go forward. So, let's have a look at the second question. The second question is, if I could have my life over, I would change almost nothing. So if this statement gets anything less than full scores, you are saying there are things in your past that you are dissatisfied with. These things in your past are things that you haven't dealt with. And it's things you should be dealing with as soon as you can. It's normally something like emotional depth that we haven't worked through, that we haven't dealt with. Because if I say there's something in my past I would love to have over, it means that I haven't written off my own debt for what I did wrong, and possibly I haven't written off the debt of other people. Now, this is a challenge because many people are so busy with their past that they never deal with their future. They are so busy with everything that has gone wrong in the past that they don't make things go right in the future. And we need to be very aware that this is a real and a big challenge in people's lives. This question allows us to see whether we've actually dealt with our past and we are actually changing our future. Because you see, you can't do anything about your past, but you surely can do something about your future. And getting into action with that is what we need to do. Now the third question is, so far I've gotten all the important things in life. If you don't have full scores for that, there are things in your life that are important to you that you haven't gotten yet. Now, this seems like a question that doesn't give us that much if we just look at it on the surface. So there are things that are important to me I haven't gotten yet. The challenge is that a lot of us have given up on the things that are important to us. That's challenge number 1. Challenge number 2 is a lot of us don't think about what is it that is actually important to us. So we're not doing anything to improve ourselves. So my question to you today is, what are you doing? Are you doing something to deal with that in your future? Are you putting things in place to work towards those important things. Do you even know what is important to you? I hope you spend some time thinking about what is truly core, what is truly important to you, and you start working towards those things. Draw up a plan, start working and getting things done. The fourth question is, in most ways, my life is close to my ideals. If you don't have a full score, it means that there is something in your life that is not ideal. Something is just needs to be tweaked a little bit more. Having a focus on those things that are not ideal will make you far more effective in changing your future, in getting the things done that you should be getting done. And I want to challenge you today to try and think about the things in your life that are maybe not ideal. These are the things that are, it's small things. But you know that those small things can destroy a big life? If we don't tweak those little things, we're never going to have the success that we should be having. So I hope that today you will sit down and think about what is it that I can tweak? What is it that I could do differently? What is it that I could improve? And I hope that while working towards these things, your life will start improving step by step, little by little. But then, in the end, have a permanent change. You see, permanent change is not always a massive, immediate, big change. On the contrary, permanent change is normally the change that happens in small little fragments. And then suddenly you have the complete picture in front of you. And I want to encourage you to do that. That brings us to the fifth question. The fifth question is, the conditions in my life are excellent. If you don't have full scores, there is something in your life that is part of your surroundings, your experience of your life, that is not excellent. In other words, it's something that could be better. And very often we settle for second best in our lives. We don't go all the way and work on having things excellent in our lives. We get satisfied with what we have, and we don't ask ourselves, what can we do to improve it? But there's this nagging question underneath where we know deep inside that it should be different. We should have it more excellent. And today I want to challenge you to ask yourself, what can I do to make it more excellent? What can I do to improve my life in regard to my conditions around me? Is there something I can do? Is there somebody I can talk to? Is there something new I can put in place to improve my conditions? In conclusion, we have these 5 questions. Am I satisfied in my life? Am I happy with my past, or is there stuff that I want to do over and I haven't dealt with it? Have I gotten the important things in my life? Do I know what they are? And have I worked towards them? Am I living a life that I think is close to my ideal, the way I would like to have it? And do I know what the conditions are in my life that should change? And do I try to do something about that? I hope you have an amazing new life by using the Satisfaction with Life scale. And I want to challenge you to test yourself on a monthly or bi-monthly basis and then start working towards that life that you can have. Because here on earth, we will always have challenges. We will always have situations that are difficult. But we can make them better. And these 5 questions can help you to do exactly that. Have fun.